I have grown up watching movies and reading books, and I always had this grand idea of a first kiss, like it should be romantic, and this presumption that it has to happen when you're 16. And I thought that it will happen in a very grand way, because of movies like Spider-Man and Notebook, that maybe it will happen when it's raining and some nice music is playing on and we just stop on the road and it's very unexpected and completely sweeps me off the floor. All my expectations were very stupid and kind of unrealistic, which I realized later on. The whole idea of first kiss was very romanticized in my head. I feel like I was almost scared to do it because I had built it up so much in my mind that after I'll kiss someone, my whole life will change. I will change as a person and it will be like a really huge milestone in my life. But I always heard my friends telling me about their first kisses, and at one point I was almost kind of embarrassed because I always felt like very left out and inexperienced and less mature in front of them because they were more sexually experienced than me. Alright, when will my turn come to experience this first magical kiss that is going to change me? I have had things with people, I have kind of dated people, but somehow it never escalated to that point, because I built the kiss so much in my head that I had this checklist that okay, these points need to be checked off. I won't do it in a movie theater, I won't do it in a car because that's so boring and that does not make for a good first kiss story. There was also almost like this pressure that I had to do it now that I'm out of school, so I have to do it to complete my whole becoming an adult process. When it happened finally when I was 19 years old, it was very underwhelming. It was everything that I did not expect it to be and everything that I feared. It was pretty sloppy and very bad. And at this point, I kind of knew that first kisses aren't that great, they're generally pretty bad. But I was hoping that maybe since I've waited so long, it would be an exception. I didn't feel any butterflies or any magic. I did not feel anything at all. And in my head, I almost felt like they didn't deserve it because, I wasn't in love with them or I wasn't even that comfortable with or I knew that well. That was also around the time that I realized I'm probably a demisexual. So like I needed to be emotionally attracted to the person to feel sexually attracted to them. So I was like, okay, alright, this is going to take some time and I'm actually not going to have my first proper kiss for a long time now because I need to know that person. A lot of time I feel regret and guilt, which I don't know where it comes from, but I just don't like it. And I really wish someone told me that it's okay to not have your first kiss by 16 or 19 or even 25. It will happen when it's supposed to, and it's up to you to decide if it's going to be a great milestone or turning point in your life. And it can be bad, it can be sloppy, and that's I think the beauty of a first kiss. It doesn't need to be perfect or romantic or come right out of a movie. And I really really wish that I had sex education as a subject in school, and talking about sex wasn't such a taboo, and I got to know about different sexual orientations and different genders. But the kind of sex education we got was pretty bad, and if you want to know that more in detail, you can watch Tanisha's video.